Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We've got coming up for you tonight Aberdeen playing Airdrieonians in the Scottish League Cup. Quickly go through the lineup. For Aberdeen, we've got Mitov in goal, Mackenzie, Malloy, Rubezic and Devlin. Midfield, they go for Nielsen and McGrath. Then we've got Morris, Shinnie, the young lad Clarkson and Sockler up front. Airdrieonians go with Johnson in goal, McDonald, McCabe, Wilson, Hancock, Aiken, McMaster, Frizzle, Armstrong, McGregor, and up front, number 7, Wilson. Just a couple of minutes to go before kick-off. Actually, it'll be quicker than that. It'll be a couple of seconds of all the time to get an Amazon delivery right before you're due to go streaming. They've only had all day to drop it in, but there you go. It's going to be Aberdeen to get us underway. No, it won't actually. It'll be Airdrie to get us underway. They'll be kicking from left to right. Once we get the stream up and running, we'll fill you in more. But in the meantime, we've got Airdrie in possession, as you can see. Thanks to AIscore.com for allowing us to use their graphics. Just been watching a little bit of Fenerbahce playing in the Champions League qualifiers. Quick shout out as well, if you haven't done so already, if you can give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. YouTube love that apparently. Ping that notifications bell and keep up to date then with what we've got coming up. Just trying to sort this stream out. A little bit choppy. It's worth spending a few seconds now and then we can get a good live stream on the go. Don't ask me why Vodafone are streaming this, but they are. Right. We've just had a cross come in from Airdrie. Dangerous cross as well. But no one could get on the end of that one. So it's Aberdeen in possession down the left-hand side. Dispossessed by Airdrie. Pitch is looking fantastic, as you would expect early on. A lot of seagulls about again. McGregor trying to get something going down the left for Airdrie. Just 3 minutes gone. We've not missed too much. McDonald. He's trying to run inside for Airdrie, but can't find anyone in the box, so he goes backwards. Hancock tries to put a cross in there, but that's cut out. It'll be a corner to Airdrie down the left-hand side. Good crowding tonight as well. I was trying to work out what the format was for this competition, and it jumps from the league format to a knockout format. It's going to be an in-swinger. Oh, it's taken short. Now the cross comes in. Keeper Mitov, though, he's out smartly there. Takes it well. He's looking to get something going quickly there, but nobody's showing for him. So he just keeps hold of it, shakes his head. And it looks like Aberdeen will try and start building from the back, which they do. Moves past that though, and it's just cleared up by Hancock. Plays it back to his keeper. Airdrie trying to come down the right hand side here, but dispossessed by McGrath. But then they give it away, Aberdeen again quickly, and it's Airdrie back in possession with McCabe. He plays it across to Wilson. And now it's over to Hancock. Aitken's showing him midfield, but doesn't get the delivery. It goes back across to Wilson. He comes to McGregor. McGregor plays it down the line. Wilson had come out to the wing there, trying to get involved in the game. Goes out for a throw-in though. Aberdeen kicking from right to left as we're watching. Long crossfield ball there. Cross comes in. Mitov smartly down in the 6-yard area to snuff out any danger. And Airdrie in this first 5-6 minutes have looked the sharper team. The passing's been crisper. Just looking a little bit tardy, Aberdeen at the minute. Still early doors though. But there again, that little flick pass from Aberdeen goes to an Airdrie player, and they lose possession, and it's Airdrie back on the ball. Loose pass there though from Aitken, just puts it out for a throw-in down the right-hand side for Aberdeen. Seagull gets in the way there, so I couldn't see who had that ball. We've had a few of them flying around, that's for sure. Aberdeen dispossessed in Airdrie's half. Now Airdrie trying to break down the left-hand side quickly. Number 7 Wilson gets dispossessed though. But Airdrie win the second ball back, and they're under pressure again here, Aberdeen. Although that's cut out. And they'll look to break down the right-hand side now. Morris wins a throw-in, just inside Airdrie's half. Let us know in the chat what you're thinking. I've gone for a home win myself tonight. Not very imaginative, I know, but I just think Aberdeen eventually will get into this game. I think they'll be too good tonight for Airdrie, but they've not started that way. Mackenzie down the left-hand side though. Plays it to McGrath. Back to Mackenzie. He's looking to get to the byline now. Tries to put a cross in, but that's... An Airdrie defender got a foot in there. I couldn't quite see who it was, but it's gone for a corner to Aberdeen. It was number 2, McDonald. Did well there, getting back. Nielsen's up. Malloy's up. Cross comes in. It's not a good corner actually, but it wasn't dealt with by anyone, and it ended up at the 6-yard box with nobody on the end of it, defender or attacker. And there's more pressure coming in now from Aberdeen, but it rolls out for an Airdrie goal kick. Strange corner that. Might see a replay of it. It came in quite low and around the 6-yard area, on the middle of the 6-yard area, smack back in the middle of the goals, and nobody got a touch on it, defender or attacker. McDonald does well there for Airdrie down the right-hand side. Plays the ball over the top. Trying to get Armstrong in. But Mitov's off his line sharply, out of his area, and he puts that out for a throw-in. Midway inside Aberdeen's half, down the right-hand side. Airdrie have kept possession, but they're giving up territory. And it's back with the keeper, Johnson. Plays a little pass out to Wilson. Wilson to McCabe, and then Johnson launches it long. McGrath gets his head on it, but can't direct it to a colleague, and it's Airdrie in possession again. They'll build from... We'll try and build from the back with McDonald. He goes nowhere, though. Gives it back to McCabe. Across to Wilson. Back to McCabe. I think it's Armstrong showing again. They're just playing it around the little triangles at the minute. A long ball over the top, though, but that's going to be too hard. And Mitov, with a simple catch edge of his area, takes possession. Aberdeen will try and build from the back now. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Airdrie players trying to put them under pressure at the back. Goes wide to Clarkson. He loses possession. And it's Airdrie back in control of the ball. McCabe at the back for Airdrie has seemed to have had most of the ball in this first 10 minutes. Work it out well from the back to Airdrie. Little ball over the top there. Chance coming up for Airdrie. Oh, just couldn't backheel it. Just couldn't backheel it. I couldn't see who it was. But he had a colleague steaming up at the penalty spot, tried to put him in, and he couldn't get his foot on it properly. And it kind of, luckily, it went to Mitov, the goalie. He was expecting a shot, and the defender just got a foot in there. That was dangerous for Aberdeen. They'll feel like they missed an opportunity a little bit there, Airdrie. Good defending in the end. Just a long ball over the top opened Aberdeen right up. I mean, it's Aberdeen in possession. Cross comes in from the right-hand side. Giving away, though, and now Airdrie trying to break down the right-hand side. As Mackenzie came across well. Snuffed out that danger. Malloy plays the ball out to Mackenzie. Back to Malloy. Plenty of room here for Mackenzie again down the left-hand side. Plays a little pass into McGrath. Back to Malloy. Just trying to keep some possession now, Aberdeen. Try and control the game, have the tempo at the, the pace that they want to play. Clarkson had some room down the left-hand side there, but his first instinct was to go back. No intent on driving forward. Malloy in possession. Plays it out to Mackenzie. He chips a ball up centre field. Lovely ball there if it's not offside. And number 19, Sockler's in. But a cracking defensive tackle coming across from Wilson. I thought he was offside at first. He had that much space. It was tight. A lovely nod down. And Wilson came in with a fantastic tackle. They're throwing down the left-hand side for Aberdeen. Awful throw, though, back in. Was never going to reach its intended target. And after a 50-50 tackle, the ball squirts away and it'll go behind Airdrie's goal. It'll be a goal kick. I don't know how they decided that was a goal kick, but they always do it, don't they? They're unsure to give it to the defending team. So it'll be Johnson. Is he going to play it out from the back? There's 3 Aberdeen players. Yeah, they are going to play it out from the back. Put themselves under pressure, lose the ball now. Morris, edge of the area, plays the ball down the... That's going to be a corner to Aberdeen. He played a ball there right down the line of the 18-yard box looking for, I think it might have been Clarkson. I couldn't, no, it's not Clarkson. It is. Not sure. But either way, Airdrie came across, put that out. It's going to be an out-swinging corner from the right-hand side for Aberdeen. They've got Malloy up there. Played in again to the 6-yard box. They're in possession. Shot comes in. Keeper just dives. He sort of lies flat and it rebounds off his legs. He just spread himself, the keeper, there before the shot even came in, and it was a good effort. Yeah, good effort from the keeper. It was McGrath with the shot. And once again, the corner came in, similar to the first corner, right across, towards the 6-yard box, low. Trying to get someone on the end of it, and they certainly worked a shooting chance there, did Aberdeen. Good effort. It's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick to Airdrie. They're trying to come away now down the right-hand side with McDonald. It's cleared though by Malloy. Mackenzie. McGrath. Getting into the rhythm a little bit better now, Aberdeen. That looks to me like it's going to be a foul for sure. It was Aiken who committed that indiscretion. He got the ball in the end, but he definitely took Shinny out there. Clarkson down the left-hand side puts the shot in. Great save by the keeper. He cut inside from the left-hand side. Sorry, he had a bit of luck. Played a 1-2, put a cross in. It wasn't off the keeper actually. It was off. I think it was Wilson who got his head onto the shot and put it behind for another corner to Aberdeen. It'll be an in-swinger. This time there's a bit of height on it. Cleared at the front post by Airdrie. They'll look to break, but Morris is over on the left-hand side. He clears that danger up, but he gives possession away. Airdrie trying to come down the right-hand side now. Lovely crossfield pass. Now Aberdeen are trying to get back because Airdrie are trying to break here, but Aberdeen have got numbers. And then eventually Airdrie just keep possession, put it back to the halfway line, and it'll be McCabe. Plays it out right to McDonald. McDonald down the line to Frizzell. Frizzell's looking at taking on the defender, which he does. Loses possession though, and now it's Aberdeen's turn to try and come down the left-hand side. Little 1-2 there, lovely play. Morris through the middle. Just stayed onside there, did Clarkson. Although now the flag goes up. This is where it's frustrating. It's like if he's clearly offside, then put your flag up early. The next touch he's going to make is... well, I don't know why he's given offside there, because he was clearly onside. And I think the assistant referee put his flag up on an appeal from the defender. I don't say that was offside myself. Maybe it was. Let me know in the chat if you're watching this and you think that was offside. You've got better eyes than I have. Well, that wouldn't be bad actually. I haven't got my glasses on. Edge of the box. Shot comes in. That's off. That came in from Morris. I think it was deflected over the keeper's crossbar to his left-hand side. It was Morris, edge of the box. Put the shot in. A sliding block. 18 minutes gone. It's going to be Clarkson from the right-hand side. It'll be an outswinger. Bit of height on this one though. Right in the mixer. Everyone's appealing for something. Away players and home players. Airdrie eventually get it clear. The referee will blow his whistle. He got in the way there. You'll have to restart the game. McDonald down the right-hand side. Referee says that was has he given a free kick or has he given it as a throw-in? That was a free kick. Either way, we're back underway. Devlin in possession, looking to go down the right-hand side. Gets up to the halfway line, plays a nice little ball out there to Morris. Morris tries to put it past the defender and run him. Tries the 1-2. That doesn't work though. It's going to trickle over the goal line. That'll be a goal kick to Airdrie. Airdrie started off the better of the sides for the first 10 minutes, but since then it's been pretty much all Aberdeen. Jimmy Thellin looks a little bit happier now. He didn't at the start, that's for sure. It's Johnson in possession. Plays it to Wilson. Wilson to Aiken. That's a foul to Airdrie, just almost on the halfway line. Nothing more than a foul. It was Frizzell who got a little bit of a clattering, but nothing too serious. Carlos Daniel Valdez Martinez. Hey, James. Got the Sunday name out tonight. Good evening, Carlos. I hope you're well, my friend. Airdrie, edge of the box, trying to get a little pass that breaks the defence, but it's blocked by Aberdeen. They'll try and break down the right-hand side now. Dispossessed though by Airdrie. They'll come down the left. That's a little bit of a late tackle. The referee's not given play on. He's kept his card in his pocket. So it'll be a good angle here for Airdrie to put a crossing from the left-hand side. It's pretty much not quite midway inside Aberdeen's half, but pretty close to the touchline. They've taken it quickly. Edge of the box, left-hand side, dribbling inside. Shot comes in, straight at the keeper. Mitov down sharply there, though. No dramas. And he'll be looking to... he looked to play it again quickly there. No one was showing for him. So they'll play it out from the back. Mackenzie's trying to run down the left-hand side, but he gets blocked off, so he comes all the way back to Malloy. Rubizic out to Devlin. Devlin down the line to Morris, but Morris can't take that. He's dispossessed by Airdrie, and they'll look to come down the right-hand side now. Are you working, Carlos? Chris Gardner. Hi, James. Good morning from Las Vegas, buddy. Good evening from the UK, Chris. It's just gone 8 o'clock. Lynn McLeod, thanks for joining in the chat. It's Airdrie in possession, just on the halfway line. Poor pass though there, and now Morris plays a little through ball there for Aberdeen. Good defensive tackle comes in though. Snuffs out the danger. Carlos, you know me. Aberdeen are looking a little bit tardy and coming back into it though now. That'll be because I put a little bet on Aberdeen. I just had a feeling that with the home crowd behind them tonight, Aberdeen will have too much for Airdrie. But the first 10 minutes, it certainly didn't look like that. But they've come into it now, Aberdeen. They're trying to find their rhythm. Down the left-hand side now. McGrath trying to get something going. Trying to drive towards the penalty area, but defended well by Airdrie. Still in possession of Aberdeen. Lynn McLeod. What's the red and white dots? I'm an old man, I don't understand all this. Is there a meaning behind that? Is it red and white for are you an Aberdeen fan? Good to have you in the chat as well, Chris Gardner. No doubt it's a little bit warmer in Las Vegas than it is in Aberdeen. And believe it or not, something just caught my eye. There's a hot air balloon just flying over my garden. I think he's I don't know if there's something going on there or not. I'll have to film that. Bear with me 1 second. It's not often you see a hot air balloon. He's trying to gain some altitude. 1 second, folks. In the middle of a live stream here. Aberdeen and Airdrie. There's a hot air balloon. I think he needs to go a little bit higher maybe. He lands in my garden, apparently he's got to give me a hamper. I'm getting some champagne tonight. Well, that was an unexpected interruption. If that hot air balloon comes down on my land, he owes me a hamper. What's going to be in it? You never know. Right. Carlos Daniel, yeah, I'd go with Aberdeen or a tie, but need to see some action. We might see some... Oh, it's cut out by Airdrie. Just on the break there, were Aberdeen. But a good last-ditch defensive tackle. I think it was from Wilson. Yeah, came across, snuffed that out nicely. And yeah, I'm working right now. That's what we like to see. Keep the economy going. What's the temperature in Mexico at the minute, Carlos? Airdrie in possession. Ball up to the halfway line. Controlled well by... Couldn't quite see who that was. I think it might have been Wilson who came back showing. It was, yeah. Can't lay it off to anyone though. And it's back with McMaster. Let's see what he can do. Plays it out wide to McCabe. Puts a long crossfield pass in. Cleared well though by Aberdeen. And Morris with a little chip over his head, trying to find his colleague Who was that? It was Shinnie. He was trying to find Shinnie with a little chip over an Airdrie player's head. Couldn't quite do it though. And that'll be a free kick to Airdrie. Just for that. It looked like it was a foul by Nielsen. They take it quickly though and give up some territory, but they keep possession to Airdrie. Then the left-hand side. What's the temperature in Las Vegas, Chris? McDonald trying to get something going down the right-hand side. He cuts inside, but then he plays it back to McCabe. McCabe to Wilson. Plays a little ball inside to McMaster. And it was McGregor trying to get something going as well, but that'll go out for a throw-in. Carlos says, right now in how do you pronounce that? Oaxaca? It's 22 degrees. It's been raining a lot these days, which is good because of the water situation. Long crossfield ball there from Airdrie. Mitov, edge of his box, he runs out of the box but extends his arms and keeps the ball inside, so there's no danger. Well, that's close. I think he did well though there, the keeper. He certainly did. And it'll be Mackenzie trying to get something going down the line from Aberdeen. McGrath's got to go back to his defence though, keeps possession. And Aberdeen will try and build from the back. Lovely ball through midfield there. Chance here. Keepers out smartly. Smothers the shot. Danger not away though. Airdrie tried clearing it. Stopped the ball going out for a throw-in, but gave it back to Aberdeen. And they'll try and come again now down this left-hand side with Clarkson. Clarkson thinks he's fouled. Edge of the penalty area, down the left-hand side. Number 7, McGrath, puts a good cross in there. It wasn't a shot, it was an attempt to deflect it goalwards that's blocked by Airdrie, and it's gone for a corner to Aberdeen. Down the left-hand side. I think it was McGrath who was trying to just deflect it goalwards. It'll be an in-swinging corner. Carlos says, nice, you pronounced it correctly. After last night's Polish game, it's much easier. Right in the 6-yard box, Johnson comes out with a punch. He did punch it, but he's punched it out for another corner down the right-hand side for Aberdeen. Just got 30 minutes, 31 minutes gone. I've just got to make sure my laptop, McGregor's down for a second, just going to get some treatment maybe for Airdrie, so I'll just make sure this loose connection. There we go, we're back plugged in. I had a loose connection on my laptop because the original charger for it stopped working for some reason, so I found an old charger that I had, and that works, but it's a little bit loose, so every now and again I've just got to make sure that everything's touching as it should be, or else you get a warning like I've just had saying that your laptop's going to run out any second, which wouldn't be good midstream. So McGregor's gone off now, he'll have to stay off 30 seconds, just stretching out his right hamstring. And it's going to be a corner from the right for Aberdeen, so it'll be an outswinger. It's a low one again, trying to get it to the edge of the 6-yard area. Morris, edge of the box, looks to shoot, then decides not to. He goes right, edge of the box, cross comes in. Too much on it though, and it'll just run away harmlessly for a throw-in right near the corner flag on the right-hand side for Airdrie. Yeah, they certainly had the better of the first 10 minutes, did the away side, but Aberdeen have built into this now and they're starting to look more and more dangerous. But I've got to say McCabe and Wilson at the back for Airdrie look pretty solid. It's in the corner still. And now it's Aberdeen with the ball. McGrath dispossessed. I'm not sure who it was. Might have been McDonald. But McDonald gets back, and that's gone out for a throw into Aberdeen down the left-hand side. Only about 6 yards away from the corner flag. Take it he's not got a long throw because they're looking to play a little 1-2 from the throw-in. That's going to be a free kick. Oh, why did you do that? think it was a young lad, Mackenzie. It was. He put a push in on McDonald, and as soon as he did that, McDonald was always going to go down. And it just relieved that pressure. He literally... It was like that. You're never going to get away with that. Airdrie trying to play it out from the back. McDonald plays it inside. Don't be losing possession there. Put Armstrong under pressure, but they've done well, Airdrie, and they're trying to run it down the right-hand touchline now. And it was Nielsen who come across, put a hefty challenge in. Did well though. It was a fair tackle. I think McDonald kind of slid on something hard at the edge of the pitch, but he's all right. He's up and about. Airdrie in possession in their own penalty area though. Play a long ball up to Armstrong, takes it well, plays it out to McDonald. And Airdrie just slow it down. And Wilson will play it across to, I think that's Hancock. Plays it back to McCabe. Just playing 1-2s between themselves at the minute, trying to draw Aberdeen on. They've done that now, but they're under pressure because Aberdeen have got a good press going, and Johnson's got to punt that long. Down the left-hand side. Nobody can really gain control at the minute. Eventually, Airdrie give up a bit of ground, but retain possession. Now they play a nice ball down the left-hand side. The referee's seen something here. He's having a word with Nielsen. Not sure what about. He didn't do anything wrong. What's he trying to... Oh, he's trying to say, yeah, he just pulled the player. I couldn't see who it was who went down, but he just pulled him back a little bit. Made a bit of a meal of it, though. Aiken it was, number 22 for Airdrie. They've took it short. And now they're going to go back to the halfway line. A little bit of a waste there for Airdrie. They're obviously not comfortable putting a cross into the mixer there, so maybe they feel that Aberdeen have got the advantage height-wise. And the ball's back with Johnson, the Airdrie goalkeeper. This time he puts it long down the left-hand side, plays it into a channel. Wilson's trying to get onto it. Can't get there though. And it's played back to Mitov. He puts it upfield first time. And now Morris has got a chance to break down the right-hand side. He was lucky with the control. Then he slipped. And after all of that, a good opportunity. It's Airdrie in possession. Armstrong just playing a... Just put the ball out for some reason. That's because Morris's boots has come off. Don't know how it came off there. It was a tangle of feet. Then that's why he slipped. He had no boot on. So fair play to Airdrie, putting it out. Personally, I'd have carried on. And Morris goes over, takes the throw in, throws it back to Johnson. And it'll be the Airdrie keeper in possession. What's he going to do? Play it out from the back or launch it long? Just 6 minutes or so plus stoppage time before half time. Neither team will be wanting to make a mistake. And Airdrie, they play it out. They're playing it out well from the back at the minute. The pitch is nice and wide. Wide pass outside here to McDonald. He's got a bit of chalk on his boots. Looking to play it inside. But in the end he just stops, turns around, plays it back. Played it back to McCabe. McCabe, though, gives it back to McDonald. He puts a cross in. Lovely cross. Nobody gets on the end of it. And now another cross comes in from the left-hand side for Airdrie. It's deflected away. And that'll be an Airdrie corner. There was a lovely cross coming from McDonald. Nobody could get onto it, though, defender or attacker. And I think it was McGregor on the left-hand side. He tried putting it back across into the danger zone, but it was cut out, and it'll be a corner. It's going to be Armstrong to swing it in. from the left-hand side. They take it short. Now he puts it in once he gets it back. Right in the mixer. Cleared by Nielsen. Airdrie in possession though. And it's gone all the way back to Johnson from the corner. So they have kept possession, but they've given up a lot of territory. Aberdeen haven't exactly chased it though. They're just getting up to the halfway line. And I've just seen it. A goal to Airdrie. My stream's a little bit behind. I couldn't tell you what's happened. But over here, it's saying there's a goal to Airdrie, so we'll see what happened. Long ball comes in from the back. It's a lucky. Oh my word. It came through to the striker there, luckily. Mitov out of his area cleared it. Bit of a poor clearance, but there's plenty of defenders back. Armstrong again plays a little ball into McDonald. He puts a cross in. Half cleared by Aberdeen. And then, oh my word, it's just a little poke into the keeper's right. Who was it who got that? It was a poor defending from Aberdeen, really. They had a couple of chances to clear it. The keeper, first off, Mitov, he came out of the area. Didn't get a really good clearance on it, but then there was so much more play after that, and a couple of options where Aberdeen could have just launched it long. And it was a cross that came in, it was just kept in. Nobody could get a tackle in there, and then there's 3 Aberdeen players, defenders, just kind of stood around waiting for someone else to do something. And it was number 7, Wilson. He literally, the ball trickled past Mitov to his right hand side, and the keeper stood rooted to the spot. And it's kind of all, 3 or 4 Aberdeen players looking around at each other like, well, you should have had it. Well, no, I thought you were. And in the end, they're 1-0 down. 41 minutes. 41 minutes gone. Aberdeen 0, Airdrie 1. And it was just as Aberdeen had been getting the better of this game. First 10-15 minutes, it was definitely Airdrie on top. But then Aberdeen got into the stride, got into the rhythm. They've had a couple of good chances themselves. Good tackle there in midfield by McGrath. Morris plays it back. Plays it back to Devlin, trying to get a 1-2 going down the right-hand side for Morris, but he can't get on the end of that. Airdrie play it back to Johnson. First time he launches it long down the left-hand side. Bit of head tennis going on. And that's going to be a free kick. To Airdrie, and a yellow card for Nielsen. Didn't look that bad. Oh, yeah, actually. He was trying to trap the ball with the bottom of his studs. And as I couldn't see which Airdrie player it was, came in before him, he's kind of raked his studs down his shin. Aberdeen 0, Airdrie 1, just before a couple of minutes, plus a little bit of added on time before half time. And it's Airdrie, they play it short from that free kick. Now they launch it long down the right hand side, looking for McDonald. He's had a good first half as the fullback. He stops, turns around, plays it to McGregor. McGregor to McCabe. He has the chance to put a cross in, but instead he passes it wide right to McDonald again. Doesn't put that cross in. They just keep in possession now, Airdrie. It's back on the halfway line. It's going to go all the way back to the keeper, Johnson. He plays another short pass back to McCabe. He's looking for a long pass. In the end, plays it short to McDonald. McDonald, though, with a poor pass. And now it's going to be number 19. Perfect chance to put that in, and he puts it past the keeper's left-hand post. Sockler, what were you doing? What on earth were you doing there? It was a mistake from the fullback McDonald. There was the fullback on the left-hand side, who was playing fullback, number 5, Wilson, played him onside, and Sockler cut across virtually from the penalty spot, put it to the keeper Johnson's left-hand side, but he's put it past the post as well. We're really, really disappointed with that, and he's probably, if he gets a better chance than that in this match, he'll be really lucky. Disappointing there from the Aberdeen striker. McGrath's down at the minute as well. He's injured. The trainer's on as we're approaching half-time. Just watching this replay again. Did everything right, did Sockler, until it came to the final shot. He cut in from the left-hand side. Just had the keeper to beat, really. And he put it past the keeper's left-hand post. Football, Monda Dons. Monda Dons indeed. McGrath looks like he's having a bit of trouble here with his... I think he's done his knee. Just having another look at this miss from Sockler. Oh, agonisingly wide of the keeper's left-hand post. Keeper came out to narrow the angle. He kind of stopped at his 6-yard area. That's good news. He's up and about now, McGrath, so hopefully he'll carry on. Just a couple of minutes till half-time. Thanks to everyone joining in chat as well. It's good to see people in there. We've got Carlos from Las Vegas. We have Lynn McLeod. I think she's an Aberdeen fan. I'm not sure what the red and white dots mean. We've got Chris Gardner in. He's from Las Vegas. Well, Las Vegas. Where else would you know? It's 22 degrees but it's been raining in Mexico. Catch it live first. With me, Jimmy James. It's educational on this show. McDonald trying to get in down the right-hand side. Gets a corner. He's had a good game as McDonald, but he did almost cost himself and his team an equaliser. But sadly, if you're an Aberdeen fan, Sockler put it wide. It wasn't a corner actually, it was a throw-in. And Aberdeen trying to bring it away, but they give possession away again. Armstrong trying to get McDonald in. He puts a cross in. It's blocked by... who's number 4? Shinnie. And it's gone out... this time it has gone out for a corner. On the Dons. It's not going to be long till the season starts proper. Going to be Frizzle to put the corner in Swinger. Right on the money, but nobody can get their heads to it from an Airdrie point of view. It's flicked on by an Aberdeen defender. Goes out to the left-hand side, midway inside Aberdeen's half. Now it's the edge of the box though. They try to put it into the 6-yard area. Once again, that's going to be a free kick though. Good defending by Shinnie. But once again, the Aberdeen defenders are a little bit tardy in getting a tackling and getting to the player who's in possession. It's almost like they're standing off, afraid of giving a penalty or a handball. I don't know what it is. But that's half time. Aberdeen 0, Airdrie 1. Airdrie had, I think, had the better of the first 10 minutes, but then Aberdeen came right back into it. But it was just a long ball over the top that opened them up. Mitov came out and didn't get a fantastic clearance in. Airdrie retained possession, And then there was a bit of a build-up down the right-hand side. A cross came in that nobody got onto, really. But then, I think it was McGregor, played a ball back into the box where Wilson, he managed to turn and get the softest of shots off. And it trickled past Mitov to his right-hand side. And the goalkeeper was pretty much rooted to the spot as it just agonisingly crept inside the post. Airdrie, 55% possession they've had. But Aberdeen have had 7 shots to their 3. And let's be honest, Sockler will be absolutely gutted when he goes in at half-time that he put that one-on-one with the keeper, put it wide of the keeper to his left-hand side, but also wide of the post. If he had that again, if he had that chance again 10 times, he'd probably score it 7 or 8 times. So they rode the luck there, did Airdrieonians, and it was a bit of a cock-up down the right-hand side between McDonald and McCabe, who were trying to keep possession. But McDonald got dispossessed, and I think it might have been Hancock who was, or was it Wilson who was playing? He must have been, I'm not exaggerating, 15 yards behind the back line, so I don't know what he was doing there. But he played Sockler on when the ball got played through to him. And in the end, he did well to get over and try and put the Aberdeen striker off a little bit. But once he turned inside the defender, he just had the goalkeeper to beat. And like I said, he was on the edge of his 6-yard area, was the keeper. And that was enough to have Sockler putting it wide of the left-hand side. There's an absolute plethora of seagulls at Aberdeen. It's like a menagerie. I can't believe that why he was doing that. We had a hot air balloon that looked pretty much like it was going to land in one of the gardens. I've not seen him come down though. But is that a thing? I'm sure I heard that once, that if a hot air balloon comes down on your land, that they give you a hamper or something. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm just trying. I don't know. I can show that. Just sort of try and get it on that screen. That's not what you're looking out of one of the windows, and that's what Peter. He was literally on his way down. So I don't know. I've not had a knock. I've not had a knock at the door anyway, or anyone turn up with some goodies. But he definitely had the gas burners going, trying to gain some height. See if there was a better view. Yeah, he's not that high, is he? You could see him in the. If we zoom in, I can't see how many people's in there. I've had some strange things happen on streams. But that's got to be one of the strangest. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button and ping that notifications bell. But if you don't want to do that, if you can just give us a like. My lads tell me YouTube like it when you get thumbs up or likes. That's the same thing, innit? I don't know why, but apparently they do. Carlos Daniel says, never have seen an air balloon in real life. They are pretty impressive. Down in the south of England at Bristol, I mean, I live in Devon, so Bristol's not too far away. But every year, Bristol, there's a hot air balloon festival. And when they take off, it is pretty impressive. I'm not sure how they don't crash into each other, because there is a lot of them, but obviously they know what they're doing. But yeah, if he lands in one of the fields around here, I'm waiting for a knock. I still don't know if that's supposed to be a real thing, but if they land on your land or in your gardens or anything, they give you a hamper or a gift or something. He's not come back around anyway. You can't really steer a balloon, can you? Or can you? I wouldn't have thought so. You've just got to kind of drift. If he keeps drifting that way, though, he's not going to be that far. He's going to be landing in the sea. Because we're right pretty much on the south coast here. Over that way, you've got Dartmoor, and that way you've got the sea. And he's heading towards the sea, so you won't want to be putting too much gas in it, though, because he'll end up in France by the time he comes down. Too much of a lottery for my liking if you get in one of them things. Is anybody watching these pictures from Aberdeen? There are so many seagulls at the minute. Is this normal? Or is it because of the time of year? But there's definitely... I mean, I'm not joking, there must be knocking on nigh on 100 seagulls flying around that stadium at the minute. Carlos Daniel, he says, yeah, there's also one in... You're testing me out now, aren't you? In Guanajuato, Mexico. Guanajuato, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. But never had the chance to go to that festival. And Carlos says, yeah, how do they steer? I'm pretty sure that they just kind of drift on the... They just drift on the breeze. There's no way to steer it, is there? They must look at the weather forecast, look which direct way the wind's blowing. But I mean, we know the wind can change direction in the blink of an eye. So it could all be going well and then go pear-shaped in 5 minutes. But you can hire balloons, can't you? For whatever reason. But obviously, I've seen them. If it's your wedding anniversary or something, you can take the missus up into a hot air balloon and have a bit of a picnic up there and that. Romantic. Although if it got a bit choppy, you'd probably end up hurling over the edge of the basket, looking a bit green. Carlos Daniel said, that's scary. Yeah, definitely. But they must know what they're doing. You'd hope so. You would hope so anyway. Carlos Daniel, romantic and scary. For sure. So when this game restarts, how did they get rid of the seagulls? Because it looks like there's more appearing. It looks like there's some of them going into the crowd. Are they actually holding up food? I'm being serious. Does anybody know is this a thing at Aberdeen? Do the crowd feed the seagulls or something at half time? Because to me it looks like a few of them are landing into the crowd before flying off. And how do Aberdeen get rid of the seagulls once the game starts? There is literally. I'm sure the crowd must be throwing food here for these seagulls. There's players on the pitch from Aberdeen warming up the substitutes. Carlos Daniel says, should hire some cats. Mate, you need to hire a lot of cats to get rid of them. I'm not joking. There must be hundreds of seagulls there. Looks like they're thinning out a little bit now, but oh no, they're coming back. Well, I've never seen this, and they're actually, excuse me, the seagulls are actually under the roof of the stands as well, and then you can see some of them going into the crowd. So I'm assuming that the crowd are feeding the seagulls. Maybe they're holding something up. But my mate Sean, who does quick shout out as well. Our stream sponsor, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. There's a link in the description of this live stream. If you use the promo code Jimmy James, you get a 5% discount off all online orders. So head on over there if you need anything for your pets, anything from guinea pigs to horses. They supply, and there's more stuff being added all the time as well. But he's also a pest controller, and he was telling me that seagulls are a protected bird, so you can't just go culling them as you would want. But they're flying rampant. There's going to be a change at half time for Airdrie. Should hire some cats, Carlos Daniel. I was just thinking then, the cats would need to have wings. But with all the weird stuff now they keep producing in these labs, somebody's probably made a cat that can fly. I saw something where they'd made a cow that you can put your arms inside from the side of the cow. I don't know why you would want to, but it had like ports on its side. Keep messing with Mother Nature. There'll only be one winner. Who's going off for... Morris has gone off at half-time. For Aberdeen. We're going to get back underway any second now. And just like that, it looks like the seagulls are abating a little bit. Back underway. Aberdeen in possession, losing 1-0 to Airdrie. It's Aberdeen trying to come down the right-hand side at the minute. That was Devlin. Substitute who's come on. Who's the substitute? That was number 9. Miovski. He's come on. And McGrattan has come on also for Airdrie. He's replaced McGregor. I think we'll have to call him Molotov. That's the only way I remember his name. Ball's tight on the touchline, just in Aberdeen's half. They're trying to get something going down the left-hand side now. Carlos Daniel says, question, are pubs in England really as common as the movies and shows say? No. No, definitely not. They used to be. Hancock trying to come down the left-hand side for Airdrie, drives into Aberdeen's half. He gets dispossessed, but the loose ball goes to Armstrong. Keeps it in. Lays it back to Wilson. He puts the ball down the left-hand channel, but he's dispossessed, and now it's Aberdeen trying to come forward. Yeah, years and years ago, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, pub culture in the UK used to be fantastic. But now, slowly but surely, the breweries have taken over. And now it's they seem to be closing everywhere. And the ones that are open charge an absolute fortune, the majority of them, for a pint. Cross comes in from Aberdeen. Too deep, though. And catching practice for Johnson. No, it used to be... in the 80s, it was, you had your pubs, you also had your social clubs as well. Sunday afternoon, go out after playing sports, footies, cricket, whatever, have a few beers. Aberdeen trying to get in through the middle here. McCabe comes across though, clears well. But Aberdeen back in possession, edge of the area, shot comes in, deflected, goal, that's the equaliser. Was that the substitute who scored? I couldn't quite see. Just watching a replay of it again, it was just a simple ball through the middle. It was cleared by Airdrie, not that well though. Then a pretty weak shot, really, from the left hand side. It was Shinnie who came in, right hand shot. I think it was deflected and beat the keeper Johnson to his right hand side. He was just rooted to the spot. That's the equaliser. Shinnie's just now got excited, giving away a free kick. Carlos Daniel, he says, nice. And the thing, you had the Conservative clubs, the Labour clubs. They were always, you pay your membership and then it was cheap beer when you went in. Still cheaper beer in the clubs now, but it's not as cheap as it used to be. And the beer doesn't taste as good as it used to either. And they also said once the smoking ban came in, that you were going to that'd kill the pub trade. But it didn't really. I mean, some nights you would be in a pub before the ban. The smoke could be, once it got to like 8:30, smoke could be on the ceiling, and as the night went on, it'd start coming lower and lower. Aberdeen in here now with a chance. Keeper comes out Johnson, though, smothers the danger. It was Sockler, he was wrestling with, it might be Wilson or McCabe, I couldn't quite tell. But he couldn't get a shot away anyway. And well done by the defender there, smartly out by the keeper. Yeah, as the night went on, the smoke had come further and further down until eventually someone would have to open the doors, the windows to let the smoke out and that. Not too bad if you were a smoker, but if you were a non-smoker, God, clothes used to stink. And you'd come out with bloodshot eyes, and it wasn't from the alcohol, it was from the from the smoke. But yeah, it didn't make as big an impact as they thought. I think what did make a bigger impact was when the supermarket started selling cheaper alcohol. Aberdeen in down the right-hand side here. Cross comes in, corridor of uncertainty. But Sockler can't get on the end of it, and it runs to the opposite side of the field. That'll be a throw-in down the right for Airdrie. What's it like in Mexico, Carlos? Do you have similar things to like pubs, or if you want to go out for a drink, what do you go to? I know a lot of establishments over in the UK now, they do food as well. But if you're driving and you're not drinking, trying to get a soft drink is expensive. McDonald trying to run it down the right-hand side. That gets put out for a throw into Airdrie, which he takes quickly. Carlos, Daniel, he says, sounds like really good times. Were really good times, mate. It really was. But and you can still go out for a drink now. Blimey, Seagulls on the pitch there, almost getting in the way of. Was that McGregor coming down the left-hand side, or Hancock for Airdrie? I'm not sure. But Seagulls joining in. Yeah, it was good being able to go out. And when you think a working man, the majority, cross comes in from Armstrong, cleared by Aberdeen. Only to the edge of the box, though. They'll get another chance to clear, though. There's a bit of you have it, we'll have it in the middle of the field, and it ends up with Airdrie in possession. Armstrong plays it back to Wilson, and they'll start again from the back. Long ball right down the middle. Mitov out smartly, he's in possession. Yeah, when you think the working man, all he wants is enough to pay his bills, be able to go and have a pint and, maybe take the missus out two or three times a month, not worry about buying clothing for the kids and get on a couple of weeks holiday every year and that, have a decent car, and that's all the working man really. They're happy with that, the majority of people. But now it's even hard to afford that. Cross comes in from the left-hand side for Aberdeen there, cleared well by Wilson. And it's Aberdeen once again back in. Edian Ramas. Casagana. What's that? Casagana? You've lost me. Aberdeen down the right-hand side. Cross comes in, edge of the box, played back to Nielsen. McGrath plays it out to McKenzie, into the box, edge of the box, shot comes in. And it's cleared by Airdrie. Casa Gana. Explain. Airdrie in possession at the back. Give the ball away though there. Luckily, retain possession and Armstrong sorts it out. The ball's now down the left-hand side with Hancock. Plays it inside to Armstrong. Little triangles going on now for Airdrie. Not looking to do too much going forward. Long crossfield pass from Airdrie, but that's cut out. And they'll go, no doubt, all the way back to the keeper maybe. He's thinking about it. No, plays a little ball to Aitken. Armstrong's trying to get things going now for Airdrie. Gets one left on him. Referee says you play on there, son. McDonald down the right-hand channel. And Wilson comes across, takes that well, but then runs out of room and it'll be a throw-in. Carlos Daniel says, in Mexico, we have the cantina concept. Most have a lot of history, and you get a mini dish of food with every beverage. Food is really good most times, but beverages here are a bit more fresh. Eddie M. Ramos. What is that? Casagana. Or Casaganha? Question mark. What do you mean the beverages are a bit more fresh, Carlos? Airdrie trying to get in down the right-hand side now, driving towards the penalty area. Couple of oversteps. Cross comes in. Played behind for a corner. Could have let that go. Keeper was right behind him. No pressure at all. But number 21, Malloy, puts that behind. Maybe didn't get a shout from his keeper. Carlos Daniel. Also, Mexico, we host a lot of family parties, so it's also a good time to have a beer. Cross comes in there. Blimey O'Reilly. Cross came in from the right-hand side from Airdrie. And Rubezic put his head on it. And it flew over the crossbar, so that'll be another corner to Airdrie. Edge of the box from the corner. Armstrong, right-hand side. They've still not put it in. Now it comes in. Cleared by Aberdeen. McMaster trying to get something going with Armstrong, but McMaster gives it away there. Chance now for Aberdeen to break. It's a 2-on-2. It's Shinny. Oh, lovely little pass. That's got to be a goal for Clarkson. What a fantastic break there. I'll have a look at that in a second, Carlos. One sec. Absolutely fantastic break there by Aberdeen. From a corner that Airdrie were taking, and it was Armstrong and McMaster getting in a little bit complacent, really. And as it was 2-on-2 at the back, it was number 4, Shinny. Played a little pass to Clarkson. Well, he took it off. Shinny actually did, Clarkson. Put it to the keeper's left from just inside the 6-yard box, and just like that, Aberdeen 2, Airdrie 1. Almost 60 minutes gone. Referee's having a word with McCabe there over something. I'm not sure what was going on. Carlos, yeah. So a good time to have a beer with the family. I think that Edian is saying... is if the house will win. Fresh like having beer with lemon and salt. Or lemon, salt and chilli. Ah, right. So over here, we would have what we call, and actually it's pretty good as well, Desperados. So it's like a beer, lager beer with tequila and lemon. So you buy them in bottles, various sizes, really good. But I've got to say, I prefer making my own. But the thing is, tequila's not cheap in the UK. A little bottle of tequila is, you're going to be pushing 20 quid or something like that. 20 pounds. Then you've got to buy your four cans, 8 cans, whatever you want, and make your own. The good thing is you can make them a little bit stronger. I'm taking it. Is that a Mexican drink? A beer with tequila and lemon. Airdrie in possession down the left-hand side in their own half, but they're under pressure here from Aberdeen now. And it's going to be a little bit of pushing and shoving there. Wilson and number 2, Devlin. Referee's going to be having a word. No, just let them get on with it. There's nothing going on there. Just 2 lads tussling for the ball and a little bit of a shove. They'll shake hands and move on. Nothing in that. Carlos says, sounds good. We'll try it. Definitely is good. Especially on a hot day, which you're more likely to get in Mexico than you are in the UK. But they are really nice aftertaste as well, and quite potent if you get a taste for them and you mix them just right. Aberdeen down the left-hand side, played inside to Clarkson. He's starting to be a bit of a menace now towards Airdrie as a youngster. He wins a corner down the left-hand side. They take it quickly, looking to put the cross in, which comes in now. That'll be catching practice so for Johnson. And he looks to get Airdrie on the move. Nobody's showing, but he launches it long still. And well defended there by Nielsen. It's been a good game, this. It's been pretty open. It's been some decent football mixed in with some mistakes as well, which always makes it exciting. Down the left-hand side now, Wilson. Chip cross comes in. Oh, my word. Did that hit the crossbar or was it Mitov? The cross came in there. I'm not sure if it was from... It won't be McGregor. He's been substituted. Number 3, it was Hancock, the fullback. He put a cross in. It went out. It had Mitov scrambling, trying to push it over the crossbar, but it had already gone out to play. And the Aberdeen keeper plays it short from the goal kick. Now it's launched long down the left-hand channel towards Sockler. He loses it in the air. But the second ball is won by Aberdeen. Then they give it back to Airdrie. Airdrie then give it... Nobody can keep hold of this ball for more than 2 or 3 passes. In fact, the Chuckle brothers are playing. You have it. We'll have it. You have it. To me. To you. And that's a free kick for handball to Airdrie, midway inside their own half, down the right-hand side. Carlos Daniel says, what we do in Mexico is have a beer and on the side a tequila or mezcal. I've never heard of mezcal. I'm taking it is it a spirit? I know tequila, I've had it on its own. And it's not for me. It's too dry. You know, dries your mouth out. But it's certainly nice if you put it in with a lager and a little bit of lime. especially if it's chilled as well on a hot day. Sit in a hot tub with a few glasses of that, and it certainly makes the afternoon go a little bit quicker. Aberdeen in possession down the left-hand side. Couple in the box there to put a cross into. Keeper comes for it, but defender, I think it was Wilson, got there before him and cleared it. But now Aberdeen still in possession down the left-hand side. Players in the box, another cross comes in. It's too low though, and easily cleared by Wilson. Aberdeen back in possession though, on the halfway line, played out to Devlin down the right hand side. He's got a bit of room to run into. Just puts it back inside to Clarkson. Plays it back out to Devlin. Substitute. Can't remember his name. Plays it back to Rubizic, the defender, and Aberdeen are just slowing this game now, trying to control the pace, to control the ball. Carlos Daniel says, yes, a spirit. Similar to tequila, but a bit stronger, I'd say. Blimey. Stronger than tequila. Aberdeen in down the left, pulled back to the penalty spot, and this time fluffs his lines. Does Clarkson. Tried to hit it first time with his left foot as it came in from the left-hand side. But he got underneath that as the shot came in. And put it, I'm not joking, from the penalty spot distance out, there's a good chance that that's gone out of the ground, that ball. He got right underneath it. Well, like I say, he did try and take it first time, so fair play to the lad. He certainly didn't fluff his lines when he scored. Stayed as cool as a cucumber and put it to the keeper's left, giving Aberdeen a 2-1 lead. That's going to be a free kick to Airdrie, just outside their own penalty area down the right-hand side. Airdrie playing a little 1-2 down the right, but that's intercepted at the edge of the intercepted at the edge of the penalty area and played back to Mitov, the goalkeeper. And just as he was going to launch it long, he was getting closed down by, I'm not sure who, but he just got the clearance in. And it's gone out for a throw-in to Aberdeen down the right-hand side. It'll be Devlin to take. .68 minutes gone. Aberdeen 2, Airdrie 1. Airdrie looking for the equaliser now. It's number 7, Wilson. Puts a cross into the far side of the penalty area on the right-hand side. Back to Armstrong. He puts a cross in, but that's dealt with by Rubizic, I should say. Just got a delay in the stream at the minute. Got a lovely view of a couple of seagulls. It's going to be a corner from the left-hand side for Airdrie. Looks like Aberdeen has zonal marking there for sure. Comes right into the mixer. It's won by Airdrie. I don't know how this ball hasn't gone in, but the danger's still not away. There was a couple of shots came in there from 6 yard out, and this time, unlike in the first half, the Aberdeen players managed to get themselves in front of the shot. We're just having a look at it again. There's a shot from 3 yard that's blocked. Then a shot from 6 yard, 5 yard that's blocked. So on that occasion, fair play to the Aberdeen defenders. they did the job. They didn't do that in the first half and they paid the price, but on that occasion, they keep the ball out and they keep the lead. Do you know, it's I always say this, I looked at the stats once, and a team, if they're winning at half-time, only 1 in 17 games will they actually lose. They might draw, but they don't always lose. That's Aberdeen trying to come in down the left-hand side. Well stopped by Airdrie. It was Wilson with a tackle. He's had a decent game tonight as the defender. And that's a free kick to Airdrie on the edge of their own penalty area. Yeah, 1 game out of 17. The team that's winning at half-time, they will lose. So it is a small amount. So they may draw or they go on to win, but they don't often lose. So tonight, that could be the 1 game out of the 17. Because Airdrie did have that 1-0 lead at half-time. And I'd be quite happy if it stayed like this, because I had a little flutter on Aberdeen to win. That's going to be a free kick down the right-hand side. Shinnie getting fouled. Just a little trip, just a tangle of feet, really. It was Hancock who he tangled feet with. That's going to be referees just telling them to hang on a minute. He's not going to show him a booking, is he? Or he's just telling him, yeah, that was a foul. You've also had a bit of a shirt pull as well. Any more of that, and you'll be going into my book, son. And I don't think it's because he's writing an autobiography. Oh, it's quite warm today in Devon, actually. Sort of they'll barn it out, need a bit of a haircut, does Jimmy James. So we've got Aberdeen in possession, midway inside their own half. Carlos Daniel says, let's hope Aberdeen wins. Well, like I said, this could be the one match where they buck the trend. That's going to be a booking there for Shinnie. I'm not sure what he actually did. He gave away a free kick. Oh, he just followed through slightly, but he's got the yellow card for that anyway. I think he's a bit hard done by there. He certainly feels so. It's going to be a free kick to Aberdeen. Just having a little bit of a moan there because they had, I think that was Malloy, they had a chance of a breakaway and the referees pulled play back. Oh, excuse me. 73 minutes gone on the stream. I think over here, it might be just a little bit in front. Airdrie trying to play it out from the back down the right-hand side. I was looking around at matches tonight that we could cover, and there's plenty of Champions League qualifying matches. But I just had a feeling when I looked at this it was going to be a good game, and it's not disappointed. It's Airdrie trying to come down the left-hand side, but that pass is under hit to Hancock. But whose number? There must be a sub. Oh, it was Sockler who made the interception, but then he lost it, gave it away far too easily. But then Airdrie give that ball back to Aberdeen, and it's with the keeper Mitov, and he's not going to rush with 75 minutes gone. Carlos Daniel said, is that statistic on a specific league or just general soccer? No, it was on. It was just on general soccer. It's one that I did years and years ago. I did it on. It would have been Premier League matches, Championship matches, internationals. You know, basically any soccer that was on on TV. But then if you looked at it, all started changing. Aberdeen are in here. Cross comes in. It's cleared by Airdrie though. From the 6-yard box. Just a touch there from an Aberdeen player, and that would have been a 3-1 lead. They couldn't get anything on it though. And it's cleared by, I think it might have been Frizzle. Aberdeen still in possession down the right hand side. That's too short for Nielsen though, but it comes back. It comes back to Devlin, and eventually a cross does come in. The keeper's out for it, puts a poor punch in, and the shot comes in from the edge of the box from Shinny, but it goes over the bar. Danger goes for Airdrie. Yeah, and it was... Now it'd be more difficult to gather that data, because sometimes you've got so many games on. You've got 2 or 3 games on at once, so it'd be hard to gather that same amount of data. But certainly for televised matches, every 17, you might get one where the team winning at half-time would lose the match. Like I said, they might draw or win, but not often would they lose. Trying to get something going down the left here, Airdrie. Cross comes in, it's cleared by Aberdeen. And it'll be Hancock to take the throw-in. Brizzle's down the left-hand side now trying to get something going. Go back to the halfway line. Wilson's under pressure, but he plays a nice little ball through the middle to Armstrong. Armstrong tries to put Hancock down the line, but that gets intercepted. Throw in to Airdrie, taken quickly. Trying to get Airdrie are now trying to get this ball right down the middle. And it keeps getting intercepted, but they only need to get that right once, and it's going to be a one-on-one with the keeper. The danger is that what happened here is going to happen if it gets intercepted, because Aberdeen have got a chance to break now. Edge of the area. Oh, Sockler, he's just outside the 6-yard box. Ball at his feet as it got passed into him, and he should have hit it first time. Hit it. He wanted a touch, and you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that time when you're just 7 yards out, 8 yards out. And it was Wilson who came across to take it off his feet and stop the scoring opportunity from happening. It's one of them where it comes into you. You need to flick it, even if you've just got to flick it first time. You're not going to have the time to take that touch and get a perfect shooting opportunity. Got no Frankie James tonight either. She's gone out. Excuse me. She's gone out for a meal with her friends. I felt the place to myself. Me and a Jack Russell, who's just eyeballing me. He looks at me like, when I look at him, like something's going to happen, you know. What are you going to do? I know what he wants, and I'm not even going to say the word, but it involves a lead and legs moving. Because if I even mention the W word, he'll be up. It's like he's telepathic. From the left-hand side, it's Aberdeen. They've got a free kick midway inside Airdrie's half. Airdrie trying to hold a high line on the edge of the 18-yard box. Comes in low, trying to play a little 1-2. They've obviously worked on that in the training ground. Didn't quite come off though, and the second pass was a little bit too hard, and it's run out for a goal kick to Airdrie. 80 minutes gone. Aberdeen 2, Airdrie 1. Airdrie taking the lead in the first half 1-0, but Aberdeen coming back well in the second half. Carlos Daniel, the W word. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, Couple of meanings to the W word, that's for sure. Edge of the box, Aberdeen. Can't get the shot away though. It's broke up by McCabe. Substitute down there who came on. I don't know his name, so apologies. McGrattan it was. Poor clearance there by Airdrie. Once again, edge of the box, Aberdeen. Can't get a shot away, lose possession, and Airdrie trying to run it out now. They get dispossessed though down the left-hand side. Referee says that's a free kick, given away by McDonald. So had a good game, McDonald. Just had that one blip when he gave the good chance in the first half to Sockler. But apart from that, he's caused a threat down the right-hand side for Airdrie. And he's defended pretty well. So we've now got another free kick, similar area to where the last one was. It's going to be an in-swinger this time. Airdrie, once again, edge of the 18-yard box, trying to hold a high line. Going to be an in-swinger. Comes, oh, what a good free kick that was, and no one could get on the end of it. It was a kind of free kick where nobody touches it. The keeper can't move because he's expecting a touch, and it just flashes past his left-hand post. But danger goes. Free kick to Airdrie. They take it short. Johnson out to McDonald. McDonald launches it down the right-hand wing. Airdrie lose possession though, and it's Aberdeen trying to bring it away, but then Aberdeen give possession away, and there's a dangerous chance now for Airdrie down the left-hand side into the penalty area. Shot comes in from Hancock straight at Mitchell, right in his midriff, and he just drops down to his knees with it, clutched to his chest. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe. I'm looking to push towards 200. We want to get to 500, because then, once I get to 500, I can take the equipment out and do live streams off the phones, local football events, Sunday League football. It's usually entertaining, but we can't do that until we get the 500 subscribers. YouTube will not allow you to mobile live stream until you've got that many people subscribing. So if you can help, that'd be fantastic. Airdrie trying to get something going down the left-hand side. Intercepted but put out for a throw-in. So Airdrie will have a throw-in. It was Devlin who managed to get a foot in there. Who's that coming off now? Frizzle's coming off, Armstrong's coming off, Reed's coming on, and Mockery is coming on for Airdrie. So they're making a couple of changes now. Just under 7 minutes to go, and they'll be looking for that equaliser. I don't think it'd be unjustified if Airdrie did get an equaliser. It's been a pretty level game. They had when the game first started, Airdrie were on top for the first 10-12 minutes. Then Aberdeen started getting into the stride and had probably the better of the first half in the end, although they went a goal down. Edge of the box here for Airdrie. Give up a bit of territory but retain possession. Now a ball out to the right to McDonald. He puts a cross in. It's chested back to 28, the substitute. Into the box there, lovely play from Hancock. Puts a cross into the 6-yard box. Dealt with though well by Aberdeen. And Shinnie tries to launch it clear. They do clear it, Aberdeen, at the second attempt. And then a first-time punt upfield. I think that's, is that Wilson? Goes out for a throw-in. Then the right-hand side for Aberdeen. They're not going to be rushing at this stage. 85 minutes gone. Tezing Manifi. Betty for a 2-1 Aberdeen. Reckon it should come through. Reckon it should come through. At the minute, with Aberdeen breaking, shot comes in, whistles over the keeper's crossbar. That was from Shinnie, good attempt. 2-1, it looks like you could be in luck, my friend. It looks like you could be in luck. The reason I say that is just watching the way this game now is coming into the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Airdrie are throwing men forward a little bit more now, trying to get the equaliser. Aberdeen seem to have got the defensive setup sorted. So you'd expect there to be gaps at the back for Aberdeen to exploit, but because they're not exactly pushing forward now, it's a little bit, looks like it could be a little bit stalemate-ish for this last 4 minutes plus stoppage time. Airdrie trying to get in down the right-hand side though now. Well, that's just a crazy push. It was Shinnie on the ball, waiting for the contact from the Airdrie player, because he was under a bit of pressure going towards his own goal. And as soon as the arms come in the back, he just drops to the floor. Referee blows his whistle. Pressure disappears. Sockler's going off now. So Airdrie have made that substitution. Ambrose has come on. He looks a bit of a unit, Ambrose. Tezing Manify. Thanks, bro. Betted £100 return is 450, so praying. Praying with you, mate. Obviously, if you're an Airdrie fan, there'll be people who aren't, but I had a little bet on Aberdeen to win. Nothing like what Tez has got on there. Got him cross for you, mate. Got him cross for you. Airdrie, down the right-hand side, midway inside Aberdeen's half. Good atmosphere in the stadium, that's for sure. I think the Seagulls have added to it. Just outside, lovely ball through there, but cut out by Aberdeen. And that Wilson with a little header down the line to Hancock. He gets across in central. It goes right across the 6-yard box. Nobody can get that telling touch. But McDonald kept it in. Centre field now, midway inside Aberdeen's half. Wilson out again to Hancock. He puts another cross in there. Dangerous cross to the back post. Edge of the penalty area. Airdrie trying to get shooting room. This time Aberdeen once again get that ball cleared, which they didn't do in the first half. And I think that was a pass, not a shot. And it was Rubezic who got something on it, and it's gone out for a corner to Airdrie from the left-hand side. Carlos Daniel, damn, best of luck. Best of luck indeed, my friend. It's going to be an in-swinging corner from the left-hand side for Airdrie. It's an awful corner, but they've still got possession. Another chip cross comes in, and that's going to be another corner. It was an awful corner. It came in too low into the 6-yard box, but it wasn't cleared well by Aberdeen. And eventually, it goes out for another corner to Airdrie. Still down the left-hand side. Referee's just having a word with Mitov because he was saying I think he's saying he was fouled or something. All's fair though in Love and War. And the in-swinging corner comes in again. Right in the mixer this time. Mitov gets a punch on it. Can only punch it down though. Edge of the box. Cross comes in from Airdrie. Edge of the box again. This time they can't get a shot in. And Ambrose, a substitute. He's just going to run that out now. Nobody's going to push him off the ball, that's for sure. What a unit. And Aberdeen are breaking down the left-hand side now. They've got a 3-on-3 at the back. Cross comes in. It hits Ambrose on his hip in the penalty area. Can't control it, and Airdrie can bring it away. 2 minutes of added on time. Tezing Manify, you've got 2 minutes. You've probably got less, actually. You're better off watching this over here, because that's slightly in front of what I'm seeing on the stream. That's a yellow card for... The yellow card for Malloy. He won't be bothered about that at this time of the match, with just over 60 seconds to go. Good end to this game as well. Airdrie down the right-hand side, trying to get to the byline. Puts a cross in. It's deflected across, and that'll be put out for a corner kick by McGrath. So it's going to be from the same side. Airdrie will have a corner. I'm guessing it's going to be an in-swinger. It's going to be number 24 to take it. I'm not sure who that was, so apologies. Bit of pressure on the keeper here. Ride in the mixer at the front post. Cleared by Aberdeen though. Airdrie still in possession. Another cross comes in. Oh my word. Deflected. And Mitov gets down sharply to his right hand side. And drops on that ball. I think that would have been an own goal actually. Tezing Manify. Bended. You're up. You've done the job, my man. Well done. Go and pick your winnings up. Kick comes in from the keeper. The ball's just in midfield. Aberdeen in possession. The referee's got the whistle to his mouth. Blows, that's it. What a good game that was. I had a feeling this was going to be a good game. Who needs all your Champions League football and that when you've got some Scottish League Cup? Full-blooded match that. Well supported by the Aberdeen fans and no doubt a few Airdrie fans that are there. Some good quality on show as well. The fans are well happy with that. Tez, I'm going to have to call you Tez now. Tez says, come on, let's go. Thanks for the commentary, bro. Tez, you're more than welcome, mate. Hit that subscribe button. Keep abreast of what we've got coming up. We have all sorts of sport on Catch It Live First. We've even had rock climbing once. I don't know anything about it, but it's mainly about the chat as well. Good community. We always have a friendly chat. So we have Frankie James. She's usually in the chat, but she's out for a meal tonight. That's a good win at home for Aberdeen after they went 1-0 down. Now the game's ended. There's a few more seagulls coming back. No doubt there is a story behind the seagulls. I'm not sure what it is. Whether the crowd do actually feed them. There's one hovering over someone now. I don't know what's going on there with that. But either way, what a good game. Aberdeen 2, Airdrie 1. Right, I'm going to go and get a stream done for tomorrow. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but there'll be some good football on. Feel free to join us again. Thanks to everybody who's joined in the chat tonight. It really does make it a better stream. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We'll be back tomorrow. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. We've got to start making the push now to get towards 500 so we can start doing some local live streams. You usually get some characters there, don't you? So, yeah, that's what we're aiming for. We will see you again soon. Thanks ever so much.